Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be taking a look at what snowfall actually looks like on the Cayo Perico Island, discussing whether or not that's actually going to be a thing when the snow does arrive in just a couple of days for the Festive Surprise 2020 update, and also taking a look at some secrets in Rubios Compound, thanks to our ability to sort of freely explore on PC. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I am on PC, and we are playing on the Cayo Perico Heist Island, just able to freely explore. And I've just simply activated Snowfall. And believe it or not, the Snowfall activation actually works on the island itself. Now, keep in mind, I am doing this in single player, so I'm not sure if this is going to be the case in Grand Theft Auto Online. But wouldn't that be cool if they decided to do that? Like, you're doing the heist, and now it takes place in a snowy island as compared to a warm tropical island. And I know what you guys are saying. Well, Mr. Boss, why would they do this? We know that Cayo Perico is based off of a, tropical South American island. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I personally think it would be really cool if this island got snowfall during the heist. It would add like a different element to things. Like, I don't know if it would have an impact on the way the heist actually goes. It would certainly have an impact on the vehicles and like visibility. So it would almost make it harder without actually being in hard mode. So maybe it wouldn't be such a good thing for players who were like looking to complete the heist as easily and efficiently as possible. But it's the holiday season, and it would add a fun element and twist to things. Now, I'm actually kind of confident that this might happen on the Cayo Perico Heist Island eventually, because when you were doing the Diamond Casino heist, snow would still happen, even during your preps and during the actual heist itself. Like, if there was snowfall in the world, you would have snowfall on the map when you were doing the heist. So, again, it would not be shocking here at all if this is what ends up happening, is that snowfall happens even on this tropical island. Because none of it makes sense. I don't even know the last time Los Angeles, which is what Los Santos is based off of, had snowfall. Now, I don't live there, and maybe there was like a super anomaly, but for the most part, it never snows ever in Los Angeles. Yet it snows every year in Los Santos, so that's out of the ordinary. So you can't really say that it would be unusual for it to snow on a tropical island, because it would be unusual for it to snow in Los Angeles as well. So long story short, let me know if you would like to see snow on the Cayo Perico Island during the heist, or just when you have the ability to go back afterwards on the beach party. I think that would be fun. And I do think it would be cool if Rockstar added like the normal things they do during the Christmas time. Like if they added Christmas lights or a Christmas tree on the beach party area. Like, that would be so fun. And it wouldn't take much of them to do something like that. So I'm hoping that that is actually the case. Now, a couple of things that might prevent this is, even when I was playing right now in single player, and my computer, my PC was built in like early 2019, so it has a lot of good hardware in there. Should be plenty good enough to run Grand Theft Auto 5 at like max settings, a game that came out in like 2015. But I was still having some stuttering issues with this new island, especially when the snow was being added in. So it kind of makes you wonder if it's possible for Rockstar to do something like this from a technical point of view. That's just something we'll have to keep in mind right there, is that they might want to do this, but it might not be possible given the limitations of the game that we currently have right now. And if I'm having limitations on a system that's meant to play modern, just released titles, like, let's say, for example, Cyberpunk on PC, and this is having issues, I mean, I can only imagine that the original Xbox One and the PS4 and even the Pro versions would be struggling with loading the island and the snow and everything else that's going on. So maybe there is just going to be technical limitations that prevent Rockstar from doing this, so you kind of have to give them the benefit of the doubt if nothing does end up happening. But I certainly agree that it would be a lost opportunity. Now, for the rest of this video, I basically just wanted to explore around Rubios Compound to see if we could find some interesting secrets. We've talked about a lot of the other secrets on the outskirts of the island itself, like the Loch Ness Monster and the beached whale and the mysterious graves. But inside of Rubios Compound, you can actually find a lot of interesting things. Now, we talked about this very briefly in a previous video, but it looks like Rubio is related, or is a descendant from the German family in Red Dead Redemption 2. the one that Arthur Morgan saves in Chapter 2, and the same one that saves Arthur Morgan in Chapter 5, or Chapter 6, I should say, after you get off of Guarma. So their photos are actually scattered all about the compound. It also looks like El Rubio is a frequent visitor of Los Santos. In the top right, you can see him golfing at the golf course. And the bottom right, you can see that he actually visited the Epsilon Center. So that's kind of a weird affiliation right there that El Rubio has with Los Santos golfing and the Epsilon Center. A couple of other photos as well. We can see that El Rubio, again, has more connections to Red Dead Redemption 2 families, which is quite interesting. In fact, that's actually the Emerald Ranch house. So I don't know what mysterious connection is going on right there. El Rubio is a pilot, apparently. I don't know if that is his mother on the left, like the portrait of that lady. And then it also looks like El Rubio is a fan from the party bus from the After Hours update. And it looks like he has also visited the Playboy Mansion. That's the photo of him on the bottom right. So he's definitely been to Los Santos a lot and done a ton of interesting things. Now, inside of El Rubio's office, we can see more of the same. Some photos of Red Dead Redemption 2. And this same lady that I think has to be someone important to him or his mother. I'm not really entirely too sure. But again, more Red Dead Redemption 2 photos scattered about as well. Now, a couple of other photos we can see. Number one, it looks like El Rubio actually purchased a car from Simeon in Los Santos. I don't know what vehicle that is, but it's an orange supercar, that's for sure. And he's also having dinner with that same woman on a restaurant that overlooks the city. So El Rubio definitely has a softer side to him, that's for sure, as there's a lot of things you can see that he has sentimental value with across the actual island and in his compound. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I spent the rest of this time basically just driving around and testing out various vehicles in the snow and how it would roughly work if the heist were to actually happen. And then I eventually did go back to the party area where, see how Rockstar could do this? They could hang Christmas lights from the palm trees. They could put, a big Christmas tree on the beach. That would actually be really fun when you returned in free roam. So I am hoping that this is something that Rockstar ultimately does because it would be extremely fun. I know it would not make sense real life, and it wouldn't make sense as far as it being a tropical island, but nothing about the snowfall in GTA 5 honestly makes sense. So I'm hoping that Rockstar don't get too caught up in that, and they do add snow to the island because it would be extremely fun, even if it is for a couple of days. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Do you think snowfall is coming to Cayo Perico in GTA Online, or do you only think it's going to be on the mainland of Los Santos? Let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Cayo Perico heist videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.